Hey guys, it's Alicia here. Hope everybody is having a great day. And I have to come and talk about some of the WWE, what's going on in WWE. But this is just things that I feel that is important and stuff. Because as y'all know, Sasha Banks has asked for her release. And her lawyers is working on it. So yeah. So what I'm coming to talk about, I'm going to be talking about three things. I'm going to be talking about Stephanie McMahon as interim CEO and general manager, and my theory on that as well. I will be talking about could she overturn her father's decision on Naomi's indefinitely suspension and what that could mean if she overturns it. And I also will talk about some female wrestlers that they need to be more focused on for the next few months. And so we're going to be going down the line and stuff. So the first thing is, so I got that pushed up. So let's get started. So the first thing, let's start off with why I think Stephanie was the one to be chosen as interim CEO in general and chairwoman. As a female fan looking at this and looking at wrestling from a female point of view, it might be good for business. But I will say I wouldn't be too surprised that she takes over completely by the end of the year. The reason I say this is I was talking to someone of my cousins, and when I told him I have this theory about that, when he heard it, he's like, oh my God, I see it. So what he sees is, why would they appoint Stephanie McMahon as interim general manager? Okay, as y'all know, there's been rumors for none other going on 2 years now that Stephanie McMahon and Triple H is going to buy the company. Think about it. For 2 years, it has been rumors that Stephanie McMahon and Triple H is going to buy the WWE company. Okay. When I sit down and when it came out that she was going to be interim CEO and general manager, I'm going. So this is good. This is heightening more of the rumors that she might buy her father's company, and her grandfather's company. So that gets me to thinking, okay, and if this is true, and could this leave her to being the permanent CEO and chairwoman of the company? That also gets me to wondering, could Shayna Bazer make a return and help her with the company alongside her husband, Triple H? Thinking on that right there. That is the reason why when I told my cousin this, he like, you made key points. So that has been going on for the last 2 years now. If you remember, this started in 2020, end of 2020, early 2022. Now, end of 2020, early 2021. Now, this is 2022. We are still getting the rumors that Stephanie's going to buy the company, take over the company and everything, because that is much sense since this mess with Ms. McMahon has came out. So it is possible, and let me just say, it's possible that, and let me say it again, it's possible that, and let me say it again, it's possible that Stephanie and Triple H probably will take over the company, and having Stephanie as CEO and chairwoman of the company, it is what it is, and that's what I see in it. I'm wondering, do y'all see it? So comment below and let me hear from you. So another thing is I have to come and talk about is I have to come and talk about, could Stephanie overturn her father's decision on Naomi indefinitely being suspended and have her make a comeback with a brand new contract and joining the bloodline? It makes more sense, and I can see her doing that. The only way it could be done if she goes to the board and go, hey, y'all know my dad was a little too harsh. Naomi only got roped in only because she was tag team champ, and think, hey, let's bring her back. Let's reach out. Let's have our lawyers reach out to her lawyers and see, can we come up with some kind of good contract for her to make her come back, be part of the bloodline and stuff. If she decides to come back, it's going to be a lot of things they're going to have to do for Naomi. One, her comeback has to be a pop. That's one. Number two, that contract's going to have to be a little more. You gotta have to offer her a lot more than just a brand new contract and not $1 million contract. Y'all gonna have to offer her a $2 million contract just to make her come back. Y'all said it. She needs a $2 million contract. How much is Charlotte Flair wrestling contract? It's worth more than you think. Let's just say I know some things. Okay, that's two. None other, if she comes back, I think she could join the bloodline. None other, she needs to start out with, she comes back, it's like Roman Reigns come back and he goes, I'm sad that Sasha had to leave because of this. Now I want to add women to the cabinet. I'm going to add women to sit at the table. And Naomi comes out. Jimmy and Jay said, whoa, row. I got this. We got this. We know the perfect somebody that'll be perfect for us to bring in. And he goes, hit her music. And they hear you hear the glow music intertwined with the head of the table theme song. And he goes, yes. He goes, I agree with that. Roman can just be going, I agree with that. He goes, and then Naomi comes down to the ring and Ro goes, no woman bows to me. We eye level. He said, welcome to the club, sis. She go, hold up, wait a minute. We got a problem. And I said, that would be, and she'll go, Sami Zayn gotta go. Roman going, yeah, we gotta handle that tonight. So yeah, she comes back and she goes, Sami Zayn got to go. So yeah, like she comes back, she's part of the bloodline, and she goes, okay, I'll still being part of the bloodline, but Sami Zayn got to go. So I can see that as that goes on. So y'all, let me hear from y'all. Do y'all think the way that I say we get Naomi back in the WWE, do you think it's a plausible way of us getting that in thing? Okay, so now we're gonna come and talk about, we're gonna talk about 4, and let me just say, excuse me, we're gonna talk about 4, maybe 5 female wrestlers that WWE needs to be focused on. Now, the only reason I say this is because I feel like the last couple of weeks, some of the female wrestlers are not being used in the right way, because I always have said on Twitter, it's the way that WWE treats the women's division in general, because they only are very concerned about the top men title belts. That's one. And the men's tag team title belts. Those are the only things they are being concerned about, and things and stuff like that, and other things. And Vince McMahon has a narrative, and he likes a certain type of man to be pushed. And I've been saying this, I've been calling Vince out for this since 2015, y'all, that he has a certain type of female he likes to push. Who's been that certain type of female he likes to push? Y'all comment below. Comment below if y'all know who I've been talking about for since 2015. That is Vince McMahon's type of female. He likes to push, who gets title belts over and over and over again. Now, like I told y'all, Sasha got fed up. And it was reports back in January before WrestleMania that none other Sasha Banks was going to be one of the headliners for WrestleMania for this past 2022 WrestleMania. But she was pushed to the side for Ronda Rousey return. Okay, do I think we could have got a good match between Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair for that women's title belt for the let's say fourth or fifth straight time again? Yes, I think we could have, and we could have had Charlotte Flair drop the title to her. But did they do that? No, they pushed her to the side for Ronda Rousey. So I'm gonna need y'all to think about that. Think about that situation. To get me to say, in certain females, I feel like WWE used as jokes, that they could be more than a joke and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go one at a time, and we're gonna talk about the 4 girls, and then I might add more to the mix, so you never know. So the first 2 I need to come and talk about is Dana Brooks and Tamina Snuka. As y'all know, they've been in that the men's 24/7 championship thing. They recently just added like Dana and Tamina, and now they added Nikki ASH, and they have added Doudrop. Okay, these women is credible female wrestlers. Why you have them in the 24/7 championship opportunity? Yeah, Dana is a long-running 24/7 championship. But like I said in other videos, Dana Brooks is owed a women's title belt opportunity. Tamina is owed a women's title belt rematch. So let me go back. Oh, excuse me, y'all. But let me go back and explain. In a video that I did earlier, I think it was late last year, early this year, I did a video about Dana Brooks in the women's division in general. And in that video, I will try to list the video. I literally talked about how Dana Brooks was owed a women's title belt shot. None other. I can't tell y'all how many times she has beaten Becky Lynch prior Becky Lynch getting pregnant and having a baby. This is prior. None other. She has beaten Charlotte Flair. She has beaten several other top female wrestlers, and she still haven't gotten her title belt opportunity that she has earned, her title belt opportunity that she deserves. And some of y'all just sit back and like, don't even think about the outcome. She just recently beat Becky Lynch. And y'all don't think she deserves a women's title, a Raw is War women's title belt opportunity and a title belt opportunity reign? Her thing is all about, at one point she was all about opportunity. Where is Dana Brooks' opportunity for that title? We haven't seen that. I really do want to see Dana Brooks win that title and get a title belt reign. So WWE, knock, knock. We want to see Dana Brooks as champion, as women's champion. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Okay. The next person we got to come and talk about, Tamina Snuka. When Tamina Snuka in 2020 had a huge surgence of the summer of 2020, where she got the face, it was Tamina versus Bayley for the women's title, for the SmackDown women's title belt. None other. It was at Crown Jewel. I remember it, but she didn't win. But she never got a rematch for it. And so whatever happened to her rematch? So overall, she is still owed a title belt opportunity. to get me to say, I am going to put my foot down, and I will say this. I will say this. I really feel like Vince McMahon, when I keep telling y'all, Vince McMahon has a certain type. How can you make two of your strongest female wrestlers, that is Dana Brooks and Tamina, put over other women where you're not giving them opportunities for any for none of the women's title belts? And I mean, that don't have to always be for a tag team title belt. I want to see these two women hold a WWE Raw is War women's title belt or SmackDown title belt. I mean, that would be good, because I really could see Tamina actually, and I'm sorry, I have to say, I can really see Tamina go after Ronda Rousey for that SmackDown women's title belt. I could see her go after Bianca for that title belt as well. So we need to think of that. Okay, so then I have two more women, and then we might add two more. So then we have Aaliyah. Aaliyah had a surgeon like a couple months back in March. So if you remember, Aaliyah had to face Natty. You know, Natty had this thing that she was in the Guinness Book of World Records, and she hadn't been beaten, and Aaliyah beat her in like 5 seconds. In 5 seconds, she beat Natty several different times, and think, where is her title belt opportunity? She has beaten Natty several times, and she deserves a women's title belt. I'm not saying give her a full, just give her a full-on reign, but give her that opportunity, and let's see what she can do against a champion, because I can actually see Aaliyah winning championship gold. So let me hear from y'all. Do y'all think Aaliyah deserves a title belt opportunity of how many times she has beaten certain women in the past couple months since she's been on Raw? That's that. Now, let's talk about Liv Morgan. I know a lot of people have been wanting to see Liv Morgan in the women's title picture. Okay, to get me to say she deserves to be in the women's title picture, that's one. Number two, she is a pretty good wrestler. When she first came to the WWE, at first I was like, but then I was like, okay, I like her. She has grown on me and stuff, so yeah. But now let's talk about people who I don't always think I can say don't always have to have a title belt opportunity. Let me just say, a title belt opportunity to be headlining, because I have always said that about the last few months. I have said that about Charlotte Flair. She don't have to have a title belt to be a headliner, and that's true. Okay, same thing with Asuka and Becky Lynch. They don't have to headline and stuff. And like this thing between Asuka and Becky Lynch, I think they can build around that and stuff. So I want to hear from y'all. What do y'all think? Should WWE build a bigger storyline around Asuka and Becky Lynch? And then the other thing is I have to talk about is should WWE stop sneaking other women in title belt opportunities, especially when it comes to the women's division? Okay, so now we're going to just travel down. And let me talk about Carmella for a minute. Now, like I told y'all in a previous video, I can see Carmella getting into it with Maurice and Miz and out there. And I always said I could see Carmella and Corey Graves going up against the Miz and Maurice. I would love to see that. That's just something I would like to see and think, but I just wanted to see where that could go. Now, another thing, I'm gonna come and talk about a little bit of men matches right quick. One thing, I got a couple like dream matches I want to discuss for the men's division. Okay, the reason I have to come and talk about this is because of one thing. Okay, first and foremost, all right, I think everybody have recently seen on Main Event that Rey Mysterio and Dominic has been mostly featured heavily on the main event. I'm going, what was the deal of moving them to the main event where they are on Raw? And I think a lot of people just want to see, a lot of, you know, a little more with them, because everybody wants to see this father-son feud. I don't think that's going to be a good thing. It has to be something real good to do with Rey Mysterio, but I want to hear what y'all think. Is it a good idea to move Dominic and Rey Mysterio from the main roster and only featured on main event? To me, that's not good for business. Okay, so now let me talk about Bobby Lashley. Now, I have this real good storyline we could do. WWE should be trying to build up into. Okay, you got Tommaso Ciampa, and then you got Bobby Lashley, both real strong men. I actually could think if they did a storyline with them, that would be a pretty good match, and I just think it would be pretty good. A pretty good thing, but that's for Raw. So we're gonna head over to SmackDown, and I am fin to talk. Let's go. We're gonna go with the women's division right quick. Okay, we got that. And just for anybody who wouldn't, just in case y'all would know, Naomi and Sasha is still listed as superstars on Raw, on SmackDown, just to clarify. Okay, so I have to come and talk about, all right, no. Okay, let's talk about Shayna Bazer. Okay, Shayna Bazer is not my type of wrestler, but I do talk about her sometimes. And I need to come and talk about her because, have y'all noticed that the way that WWE use her, she's not in the women's title picture at all. She's always in tag team title picture. And to me, I think that's kind of strange from WWE. She's, you know, her tag team partner is Natty, and I got to talk about Natty anyway. And I wonder, yeah, because, you know, Shayna Bazer is friends with Ronda, and then she's also friends with Natty. I just thought, okay, they could have did something. They could have did something real good with that and thing. And I just, like, I don't understand why WWE is not using her in that women's title belt picture. She's mostly, like I said, highly featured in tag team, but not in regular matches. So then, okay, so now we got Raquel Rodriguez. Okay, we got Raquel Rodriguez, who you know, recently came up from NXT that was under another name and stuff. But I just gonna say, I see what WWE is doing. They're trying to make her a bigger star like Charlotte Flair, and I going, hold up, this girl is like already getting title belt opportunity after opportunity. It's like, it's there. We see what you're doing, Vince. And so you just can't just like have somebody like that just come in and just get title belt opportunity after opportunity, and like she haven't earned it. And so let me ask y'all, do y'all think it's fair that she can come in and just get title belt opportunities and haven't earned a title belt opportunity? So as y'all know, Natty is getting a title belt opportunity. To me, I just think, what is WWE doing? That's one. Number two, we need to question WWE when it comes to that. Because when it comes to that, we have to say, okay, why are they just, you know, when Natty does get title belts opportunity. And then the other thing is, I hope everybody have noticed from last year, from 2020, from 2020, from 2020 to 2021 to 2022, have y'all noticed Natty's wrestling gear change? The type of style and stuff. So let me see if I can find some pictures just to get. So if you remember how her wrestling gear has completely did a 180. I know she used to wear solid. She never had no sheer. All of a sudden now she started having sheer. And I was just like looking, and I'm like, hold up. Who had a sheer gear before she ever left WWE? Lana. Lana used to have sheer paneling in her wrestling gear, remember? I'm making y'all remember. Right after Lana, and I'm saying it, after Lana was released from the company, 3 months later, Natty started adding panel sheer to her wrestling gear. And this is so obvious. She took wrestling gear styles, a wrestling gear style from Lana, CJ Perry. So I want to ask y'all, isn't that so strange after Lana left, after CJ Perry left WWE, that after CJ Perry was released from WWE, that Natty started using sheer paneling in her wrestling gear? Or is that just a coincidence? So I just wanted to, these was just a couple of things I had to bring to everybody's attention, because it's a lot of things I need y'all to be looking at. And if you're a female and you watch WWE and you have noticed that, thumbs up this video if you're a female and you have noticed that, or you're a male fan wrestler and you also have noticed that. Thumbs up or comment below. None other. Y'all, thank you for joining me. Until then, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.